Happy Wednesday, September 27th. I'm your host, Kimberly Pro. Joining me today in studio is the lovely Gretchen Pleshaw. We've got quite an exciting first hour here. We'll be talking to singer-songwriter Matt Lewis, motivational coach J.B. Copeland. He is an internet sensation. And then your midweek Rob Report with sports coming at you. Good morning, Vail starts now.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Wednesday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather today. 8 a.m., 45 degrees and sunny, a high of 75. Beautiful day out there. Winds southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. So great day to go leaf peeping. I love saying that. I've looked at the leaves every day, every weekend. They change so quickly, so definitely check them out. 8 a.m., 45 degrees and sunny. Noon, 67 sunny. 4 p.m., a little bit warmer temperature, 74 and sunny. And then 8 p.m., it drops 63 degrees and clear. So it is going to be a gorgeous day to get on out there and enjoy this fall. Eagle, 80 degrees. Avon, 78. Vail 76 and Denver 86 degrees. I hate to say it, but I'm going to be honest. I love that we're feeling the fall here. Denver a little bit warmer for sure. Tonight a low of 39 degrees, clear skies. Sunset at 6:56 p.m. So obviously the sun is setting a lot earlier these days. Wind southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast. Thursday 77 degrees, Friday 76, Saturday 75. And if you look at the highs and then the lows, 38, 40, 40, that's quite a difference. And then Sunday and Monday 71 and 69. So it's going to be a gorgeous week ahead. So make sure to get on out there and have some fun in the fall and keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Now it is that Wednesday morning edition, and it's time for a midweek sports update. Robbie has conversations and gives us all of the updates on the latest and greatest in the fall soccer season. Let's take a look at that conversation.
All right, thanks for joining us. As many of you are well aware of, fall in the Valley, it's all about soccer and who's the best on the field. Vail Mountain School matched up with a struggling Summit High team to see how much damage they could do against a Class 4A squad. Vail Mountain School looking to start their week 1-0 while Summit hope to turn things around against a high-caliber Class 2A opponent. Girl Rangers take an early 2-0 lead, but Summit will jump back into the game with Santi Cascal, who nails the header off of the pass from Dale Valeas. VMS will retaliate with Rutley Heineman on the free kick. He'll let it roll right into the net, and the Girl Rangers will take that 3-1 lead. VMS back on the attack. They get it to Will Roy, who has a step on the defense, gets close, and rolls it past the keeper to bring the Girl Rangers up 4-1. But the Tigers will fight back and pounce. Griffin Gambio will slide this one past Hunter Iverson to bring Summit within 2 at the half, and Mark Marvel puts up another to make this a one-score game, moving over to the second half. Vail Mountain School in a bind and needing to score soon to keep the Tigers out of reach, and they'll do it with Drew Johnson as he lifts it over the keeper's head on the free kick to put the Girl Rangers up 5-3, and that's how this one will end. VMS improves to 7-3 on the season, and we caught up with a couple players after the game. We're here now with Drew Johnson, scored an awesome goal today in the matchup with Summit High. 5-3 final score, big win for the Girl Rangers. Drew, what are your just kind of final thoughts here after that matchup with Class 4A opponent Summit?
I mean, we just played a great game with our team, great team ball, and it's just having trust with our teammates that leads us to our success.
Okay, and kind of walk me through that goal. You know, you line up for that PK, what's going through your head, and then as soon as you kick it, ball goes to the back of the net. What are your thoughts? What are your emotions? Give me everything.
I mean, again, it first starts off with the trust of my teammates, of me, that gives me that confidence to take that shot. And it's really just picking a spot on the ball, picking a spot in the goal, and then just visualizing what you want to happen, and then just letting it rip, kind of hope for the best.
Okay, do you kind of just get there, black out, let it rip, and then,
Exactly.
you know, if it's in, you're throwing your arms up in the air celebrating?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, well, talk to me about the confidence. You said confidence from your teammates. Building you up is huge. What do they kind of say to you before you kind of take your spot there and let it rip?
I mean, all they're saying is, yeah, this is all you. You got this, man. You've been doing this all practice. That's really all it is. You got this.
Okay, and this game was kind of a dogfight. You guys held that 2-point margin, you know, went up 5-3 final. But what's the most difficult part about playing a Class 4A team? They're such a bigger school. They got more depth. What do you think the most challenging part is there?
I mean, with those bigger schools, it gets a lot chippier and a lot more physical. They got bigger guys, sometimes faster guys, but it's really our chemistry from our team that holds us together. I mean, every day in school, we see like each and every one of our teammates, and we talk. We're all friends, which I think may lack in those bigger schools. And we're just a really close team. Everybody likes everybody, and that kind of leads to our chemistry.
So the camaraderie is just in school, on the practice field, and in games. It's always there.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you tell to, you know, maybe a fan or a player from another team that says y'all aren't legit? You get bailed out by the refs, you know, the full 9 with all the excuses. What do you tell them to convince them that you're legit, you have the talent, our record shows we're that team to beat?
I mean, just look at our results and what we've been putting up against these big schools, and just come watch us play, I guess. And then we'll show you what we're really all about.
Okay, and kind of dissecting this, win over Summit High, 5-3 final score. What did you really like from your team on both sides of the ball, attacking the goal and maybe defending the goal?
It really starts with communication all the way, starting from the goalie, working all the way up to the strikers and even on the bench. It's just that talking and communication that leads us to be strong in our formation, that leads us to play better soccer.
And you've got a great goalie down there in Hunter. He's tall, he's got the physical for him, but he seems like a great communicator too. Is he just always in your ear wherever you are on the field?
He's always talking. You can always hear him. All the feedback that he gives is perfect. It's a really good way of knowing if you're doing it well or if you're doing it wrong. And he really does that very nicely, which is great to have.
Okay, and Crested Butte coming up Friday, they're a high caliber opponent. What are you going to be focused on when you take the field over there in Crested Butte before playing them?
It's really just starting out hot, coming out strong. If we come out on our heels, then it's kind of hard to get back in the game, So games where we start off hot, it's really hard for the other team to kind of get a grip of it. So yeah, just coming out hot and working with our team well.
Okay, and what do you kind of like about matching up with a Class 2A opponent, a higher caliber one, especially in Crested Butte?
I mean, it really depends, but a team like Crested Butte, really good team. They've always kind of been good. We've had a lot of good matchups with them in the past, especially in the playoffs of last season. Bit of a shootout there, really exciting game. So I think it's just kind of focusing on just like playing with our teams and not worrying about them.
Okay, and you got the better of Crested Butte last year in the playoffs. Do you think they're going to be remembering that when you take the field this Friday?
100%. That's all they're going to be thinking about, and that's all we're going to be thinking about as well. So it's going to get chippy. It's going to be a fun game.
Vail Mountain School with that 5-3 win over Summit High. Joining me right now, Rutley Heineman. Rutley, what'd you like from today's game against Summit High?
Kind of keeping our emotions under control. They were talking the whole game, and we stayed composed, and we got the win. And yeah, it was just a great all-around game from the team.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise. I was sitting sideline right there, heard some comments, maybe some not so polite things, but how do you keep all that noise out of your head when you're in game mode like that?
Kind of just go back to basics, play how we play. Just try to keep it out of your heads. Just stay composed during the whole entire game, and we did that, and I think that's the main reason how we got the win.
Okay, and getting off the field, what do you tell to like a player or maybe a fan from the other team that says you guys are not legit, like you get bailed out by the refs, dumps the whole body of excuses on you? What do you say to tell them, look at our record, we're legit?
Yeah, just look at our record. I mean, last year, obviously, no fluke. We're here this year to come back and go back to back. It's not a fluke. We'll be back.
Okay, in 5-3, there were some times in this game where, Summit was climbing back in there. How did you guys just stay focused and keep adding goals to the game?
I think we, as a team, kind of just kept moving together. We stayed together as a team as we moved throughout the whole entire field. We stayed really composed on defense, and we kind of just passed the ball around and got the win.
Okay, and Summit, they're a 4A school. Y'all are 2A. What's the most difficult part about playing, a schooler in a higher division with more bodies at their school?
I just think, before the game, going into it, they kind of just write us off. So we have to prove every single game against the bigger school that we are a legit, very good team, and we're here to stay and we're here to win.
Okay, and how sweet is it when you knock off a school with more depth on their program and roster?
It's really nice. It kind of shows just how good our team is for just a small school, and just how far we can go as a team, hopefully throughout the playoffs and the season.
Okay, and Drew, I had him over here a minute ago. He was telling me, one thing about bigger schools are, the camaraderie's not there on the soccer field that it may be in a smaller school like VMS, in the classroom, on the field at practice, or just in a game. They have less opportunities for that as there's more kids walking around that high school. What do you have to say kind of in relation to that? Do you feel like, the same way the camaraderie is just there in the classroom, it's on the field, and it's in the middle of a game?
Yeah, I think we're all just a very tight-knit group, just as a team. And you could hear on the field, they were arguing between themselves. That's just stuff that we don't do. We trust each other, and we are we are one team, and nobody's bigger than the team, and we're here to win as a team. So. Yeah.
Okay. And you got Crested Butte on the schedule. They're a high caliber 2A opponent. What do you guys need to be thinking about ahead of that matchup?
I think going in with confidence, kind of just like this game, they are 3A school. They are very strong as well. We played them in playoffs last year. We had to come from behind multiple times, so they're definitely a strong team. So we're gonna have to play some good soccer.
Okay, and I got to bring up last year too. Y'all fell behind in that game in the postseason, then you kind of brought your team back in it. Do you think they're going to be looking at you with the sour taste in their mouth come Friday?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely.
Awesome, Rutley. Anything you want to add today?
No, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Gotta love Rutley Heineman. He's awesome to interview and a key component of the Gore Rangers. Looking now at some other scorers on the soccer field around the Valley, Battle Mountain knocked out Palisade 7-1 to improve to 9-1 on the season, while Glenwood Springs, on the other hand, fell short to Rifle 0-2, and they're going to drop to 5-3-1 on the year. We'll keep that scorebook rolling with some volleyball. Eagle Valley looking good against Steamboat Springs as they shut out the Sailors on enemy grounds 3-0 to improve to 12-4 on the year. Battle Mountain, though, in a bit of a slump, matched up with Glenwood Springs and fell 3-2, picking up their 4th straight loss. I'm beginning to think that maybe Battle Mountain's cursed, as their last win was, for the first time in 4 years, over rival school Eagle Valley. Did they make a deal with the devil? Not sure, but they have a shot to turn it around Thursday against Palisade. Now we'll head over to the Diamond and check out this softball score. Eagle Valley, they played a solid season so far this season. They pick up their 11th win of the year over Cedar Edge, beating the Bruins 19-7. So big win there for the Devils.
Purchase an Access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides 1 full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at this beautiful Wednesday ahead. 8 a.m., 45 degrees, a high of 75 and sunny. Wind southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. So gorgeous day out there. I love it. Go look at the leaves. One of my friends said leaf peeping is a little annoying to say, so look at the leaves out there. 8 a.m., 45 degrees and sunny. Noon, 67 and sunny. 4 p.m., 74. And then 8 p.m., 63 and clear. So a gorgeous day to have some fun in that fall sun. Eagle 80 degrees, Avon 78, Vail 76, and Denver per usual a whopping 86 degrees. So if you want intense sun, head to Denver, but we like it cool here in the mountains. A low of 39 tonight. Beautiful, beautiful night to open up those windows, get some fresh, clean air. Clear skies and sunset early on 6:56, which I am loving that. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast. Thursday 77 and sunny. Friday 76, Saturday 75, and then if you see the low temperatures really cool, 38, 40s, and then Sunday, Monday 71 and 69. So it is going to be a gorgeous week and weekend ahead. So get on out there, have some fun in that fall sun, and keep it right here. We have more TV8 with sports.
Heading over to the gridiron, Vail Christian and Eagle Valley football both played away games last weekend. Vail Christian ultimately fell to Front Range Christian 24-28. So, naturally, we had to head over to Edwards to catch up with head coach Tim Pearson to find out what the struggles were in that matchup with Front Range Christian, but also find out what the team's working on ahead of their matchup Friday. Well, it's week 6 for high school football here in the Centennial State, and Vail Christian, they've got a game coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. against Plateau Valley. They're sitting at 1-4 on the season. Vail Christian 2-2 on the year, looking to pick up their 3rd win of the year. Joining me right now, head coach Tim Pearson of Saints football. Coach, what are you guys kind of focusing on this week to get ready for that game on Friday?
We're really focused on us. We felt coming out of that win with McClave, and then we tried to fix some things going into the Front Range loss. But it's really, we got to focus on us getting better at the little things. So kind of just a lot of focus inward right now.
Okay, focusing on a little more detail this week in practice. If you could go back to last week, dissect that loss against Front Range. What kind of went wrong there on that field in that game?
Well, it's interesting. You watch the film, you review it. It's the same story from the week before where we came out with a win. One missed assignment or mistake sets a hole for the offense, and so not being able to move the ball and score was difficult. So a missed assignment by different folks on each play, just 7 guys doing their job, 1 miss, or 6 guys doing their job and 2 misses, and just that consistency of, hey, let's all be on the same page for 8 guys doing their job, because that's important to be successful. So that we got to get better at nailing down our 2-point conversions. We worked a ton on it last week and still couldn't execute on converting our 2-point conversions. So that's another thing we got to continuously get better at that we're looking to do.
Okay, and a lot of coaches tell me that those losses are pretty important because you learn a lot about your program really, and those not so great outcomes. But what do you think you guys took away from that game that you could maybe implement in this one Friday?
Oh, it's definitely, do less. We are a pretty much do less team, but we need to we call them our sainted 6 plays. It's a power, it's a counter, it's a sweep, it's an ISO, and we gotta execute those plays really, really well, and the rest of it. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And coming out of a loss like that, it really hurts. It really stings. Great credit to the other team. They had an excellent scheme and plan, showed us some things different from what we were expecting on film, but yet our blocking rules and assignments still answer all those things. So getting back to those rules, getting back to just knowing our assignments and executing.
Okay, and 2-2 on the season, probably not where you want to be, but at the same time, the season's far from over. There's still room to make improvements and still come out on top of that regular season schedule where you want to be sitting. How much would a win Friday spark up that locker room?
Oh, anytime you win, it's a good feeling. Anytime you lose, it's a bummer feeling. So I would say, yeah, a win would be huge. And so that's definitely our focus and the energy. And it's homecoming week for us, so all those distractions are going on. But yeah, it would be awesome.
Okay, and with homecoming, like you just pointed out, some other little distractions going on, maybe on campus before you hit the football field before practice. But what have you guys really focused on? What have you told your guys? Be thinking about this week.
Yeah, it's just getting back to those assignments and doing your job and not taking a play off or making sure that we're all on the same page for executing. And so just that same thing. I sound like I'm repeating myself, but it is that simple. We gotta, yeah, and just also like when it is a 2-point conversion, that hey, this is important. We scored, we're happy, we're excited, but we still have 2 points left on the board out there. We got to get.
Okay, and we're nearing kind of that halfway point of the season, coming up on it. Are there any kind of unexpected but positive surprises that you didn't really see coming maybe this season when you first took the field, week 1 of practice?
I'm happy the grass is still green and we got some warm weather. It's a nice warm week. It hasn't started snowing yet. So all those things are super positive. For the most part, we're pretty healthy, and so I'm pleased with that. There's some injuries here and there, but so for the most part, just thankful for that and just the opportunity to come out and play. Good group of kids. So when you're in it with a good group of kids, it's always fun.
Okay, and anything you'd like to add?
No, thanks for doing this and covering high school sports.
Yeah, not a problem at all. It's always my pleasure. Make sure to come out Friday as Vail Christian will be taking on Plateau Valley. So stay tuned for that game coming up Friday at 7 p.m. We'll do some player interviews now. Vail Christian, they've got a big one this week against Plateau Valley, sitting at 1-4 on the season. Joining me right now, wide receiver, tight end combo, and defensive end, Will Newman. Will, what are your thoughts ahead of this game with Plateau Valley?
We have a lot to prove. We came off of a really tough loss. We all put our hearts on the line, and it's a tough loss. They're 1-3, I believe, so there's a team we should really come out and have a statement game. Yeah, so we should be able to prove some things to the whole league.
Okay, and how's kind of the locker room feeling coming down from that loss last week? Are they, hungry for redemption, or are you guys down at all? Like, tell me kind of the mindset. Walk me through that locker room feeling.
After the game, it was a tough probably hour, and kind of the bus ride home, we kind of let each other soak in this feeling of a loss that was tough. And we watched some film yesterday, and then we kind of were like, we're flushing it. It's behind us. We made our mistakes. We're going to learn from it and go to the next one.
Okay, and what do you kind of think the main focus is this week in practice to kind of get in control of the game early and maybe take that dub this Friday?
It's an effort thing. We mentally have had a lot of mistakes, and it's just a lack of effort sometimes, and so we have to be able to flip the switch that we haven't found yet, but that's the focus this week, is find that switch.
Okay, and we're nearing kind of that halfway point in the season. You guys have played 4 games. It's around week 6 or so. Any unexpected surprises maybe with the team that maybe are positive that you didn't expect to see this season?
We have a lot more athletes than we thought we were going to have coming into this year, and we have so much potential. It's just we got to unlock it. And so, it's, like I said, it's finding that switch. Once we find it, I think we're going to be a scary team.
Okay, and what aspects do having more depth have?
A lot of things. It's good in a lot of ways because everyone can play every position, but at the same time, it makes it challenging sometimes because everyone has to kind of know everything. So there's good and bad with it, but we're excited for it.
Okay, and with this game coming up against Plateau Valley, as soon as you step on the field, what do you want to happen from your team?
Like I said, it's just an effort thing. We have to be able to give it our 100% the whole game. And when we do, I think we should really be able to blow this team out of the water.
Okay, and back to that loss last weekend, what do you think you learned along the way in that loss? You learn a lot from winning, but I think you learn even more from some of those L's you take along the way. If you could just elaborate a little.
For sure, yeah, no, it's, I think as leaders, we have to hold each other to higher accountability. Sometimes when we see someone miss a play, it's like, okay, whatever, next play. But I think we have to check in with each other. When someone misses a block, go over to them, constructive criticism. yeah, it's just important as leaders. I think we have to hold each other to a different level because we're capable of that level. We just haven't been playing at that level yet.
Okay, and at 2-2 on the season, you know, probably not the way you guys wanted to start off the year in those 4 games, but at the same time, you know, there's a lot of season left, plenty of time to turn that around. What would a win this week do for that locker room to get them fired up again?
It's homecoming, so there'll be a lot of students in the crowd, and yeah, it's just it's our first league game, so we're still technically undefeated in league. So the goal is to go. We have basically all league games going out through the rest of the year. So win out the league games, be league champs, and then hopefully get a high seeding for playoffs.
Okay, awesome. Anything you want to add?
No, we're excited for the rest of the year.
All right, let's go Saints then. Stay tuned for Friday night as Vail Christian. They got an important game this Friday, 7 p.m. right here on the field across from the high school. Make sure you come out and support. Now, after starting their season off in perhaps the most unexpected way, Colorado football fell for the first time this season to Pac-12 foe Oregon. The 10th-ranked Ducks hosted the 19th-ranked Buffs for what turned into a beatdown in Eugene as Colorado fell to Oregon 42-6. The team will focus their attention on a matchup with 8th-ranked USC back home in Boulder, only they may be doing it without their star defensive back Shiloh Sanders. Sanders, he suffered from an undisclosed injury in Saturday's loss, but Coach Prime, in a presser Tuesday, remains optimistic for his son's return this weekend. Now taking a look over at the Week 5 AP Top 25 poll, Colorado no longer in the conversation after that huge loss on the road in Eugene, but listed below in receiving votes to get back in, along with Air Force, who's undefeated on the year at 4-0. Air Force, they're going to match up with San Diego State on Saturday after coming off a huge win over San Jose State last Friday. The Falcons take on the Aztecs Saturday at 6 p.m. Colorado State hosts FCS opponent Utah Tech on Saturday, which will come at 5 p.m. Transitioning over to Division II football, Colorado School of Mines still standing proud at number 2 in the country, while Western Colorado moved up a couple spots and is sitting at number 17. Both RMAC schools are undefeated on the year and remain the only 2 schools from the Centennial State in Division II football that are ranked. CSU Pueblo, they were in the conversation, hit the board once this season, but it was short-lived as they played Western and Mines back-to-back to fall to 1-3 on the season. Now, not the best weekend of football if you live in the Valley and are pull for the Buffs, but it only got worse, let me tell you, Sunday when the Broncos matched up with the Miami Dolphins in Florida. I don't even want to talk about this one because it's just embarrassing, but the Broncos sustained probably one of the worst losses in franchise history as they fell by 50 to the Dolphins. Russell Wilson, I mean, he looked all right, but the defense could not hold it together as they allowed the Dolphins to put up 70 points in 4 quarters. Broncos dropped to 0-3 on the season and will play the Bears in Chicago this Sunday. That game is going to kick off around 11 a.m. With the Broncos dropping to 0-3 on the season, I'm going to go ahead and write it off that we probably won't see the Broncos making a playoff appearance this season, but they'll try their luck again this weekend, and they may stand better as the Bears have been struggling all season. Make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage around the Valley.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so very excited. A dear friend and an amazing human being, Matt Lewis, who is a performer and a coach at Loud, of his own coaching, Loud Mistakes. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank
Good
you for having
morning.
me.
We are so excited to have you. A little backstory. So I've known Matt for a really long time, and not only have I been his friend, but I've been in the audience cheering you on, watching you do amazing songs and singing. Let's be honest, I threw Matt for a little bit of a loop once at the Ritz-Carlton with a song he had never sang before, and he slayed it. I think, I dare say it might have been the Lumineer song.
Oh, was it Stubborn Love?
It was.
I hadn't sang that song in like 12 years.
Okay, and you killed it. Like literally killed it. And then I was like, this man and I need to be really close friends. And we've met each other before, and I'm so excited. You are one of the most amazing and creative human beings, truly, I've ever met. And it's true.
Thank you.
It's,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. And
I'm meeting
Kim
for the first time, and I love her already. So great energy.
It's good energy on the couch today.
Absolutely.
So, Matt, I know that you have this awesome coaching program that you do, and I love the title. I love the name. Can we start with that and then kind of go backstory of how you became a performer?
Sure. So, oh my gosh, where do I start? So, number one, I've been a performing artist for 25 plus years. I'm a singer. I play acoustic guitar. I'm also a trumpet player too.
I didn't know that.
And I built my business in Chicago. I toured as a jazz artist for the Kennedy Center. I've played 1,000 gigs all over the world, and also been a teacher for 20 plus years, working as a teaching artist. And this evolution of how I got to this point, it all started with the question of, what do you do? I mean, how many times have you been in a place and somebody says, so Gretchen, what do you do? Kim, what do you do?
Yes.
And like a lot of people, we do a lot of different things, and how we answer that can be like, where do I start?
Right.
And so, and when people would find out that I was working as a teaching artist, working in schools, I really struggled with how to answer this question, because like they would ask, well, do you teach sing? Do you teach them to sing?
Yeah.
Do you teach them the guitar? Do you teach them trumpet? It took me 20 years to learn how to answer this question.
How to put it all together, all encompassing.
Yeah, exactly, but when I did, it changed everything.
Interesting.
And so, and I'll give the story of how I arrived at this point. So, I was asked to come in and do a songwriting workshop for a group of professionals. These are all, consultants, attorneys, and then I had about 75 adults in a circle, and we came in we wrote a song together in 45 minutes.
Love it.
But at the beginning, I said, good morning, everybody. My name is Matt Lewis. I'm a teaching artist for the Ravinia Festival. And people always ask me, what do you do? And again, like they're like, I don't know what he does. And so I said, and most people think, do you teach singing? Do you teach guitar? Do you teach do you teach trumpet? I say, no. I teach my students that they have a voice and that it matters.
Mm-hmm.
I teach my students that the creative, collaborative process is filled with not knowing, and that's okay. I teach my students to make loud mistakes. If you're going to make a mistake, make it loud. Just go for it. Try stuff. And when then we started writing the song, from this perspective, this was the why of how I show up as a leader, as a teacher, and inviting them to approach the songwriting process from that perspective. And it was incredible. We wrote the song in like 45 minutes. I had 75 people standing up, singing and dancing, and we're doing this together, and they all cheered. It was so exciting. And somebody came up afterwards and said, "This was incredible. Is this something you do for corporate?" And I said, "Yes." Only because I had just done it.
Right.
Before that, I'd worked with K through 3.
Wow.
And I'd worked with a handful of adults, but never like at that scale. And for me, it was just pure intuition, because I've been doing it for so long. It's like a muscle memory, as a performer, as doing what you do. And it's just something it's a way of being, and it feels very comfortable for you. So anyway, long story short, that's how my work with adults began to expand, and I realized I want to do more with adults, with organizations, whether it be not-for-profits, for-profit companies, and coming in as a facilitator for creative learning experiences for team building. And it's expanded now into coaching. I just finished my co-active training.
So cool.
So can work with individuals, whether it be leadership, life coaching. There's a lot of different avenues I can go into, but it's all built around the concept of how am I showing up in my own life.
I love that.
Okay, and what is the energy and mindset that I bring to that.
I love that's okay. First of all, that's a lot. I know
we just
a lot
want
of
to
stuff. I know. I'm like, thank you. Well, and this is perfect timing, because today is such a feel-good show and all about showing up, like you're saying, for yourself. And the loud mistakes, Matt, I think that is absolutely brilliant, because we all make mistakes, and to do it and not be ashamed and say, "Hey, man, I made a mistake, and it's okay. I'm human."
I mean, I think for so many of us, the word failure is like a scary word.
Right.
And I remember hearing Ed Sheeran say, like, I'd rather talk about all my failures than my success.
I love it.
Because like everybody knows my hit songs, but they don't know about all the really crappy songs that I wrote, or all the like not so great gigs that I've done
to get you there,
to get to this point. And so, I like to think that I'm part of a movement to change the conversation. I like to say, if we can change how we talk about failure, it changes everything.
The whole trajectory.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we remove that, I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm like, let's just try some stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's been a fascinating journey to get to this point.
Well, and Matt, we're so excited. I know we wish we had more time with you, but I know we're going to play a little music.
Yes.
I'm very excited about this moment.
So when we talked about this, initially you asked, would you come in and play an original song? I thought, well, there you go, let's write a song together.
I love that. Because this is what you do. This is
what I do. And this can be done in person, or it can be done in a facilitation over Zoom. But we had a conversation before I came on camera, and I asked you and Danielle.
Yeah.
I said, what is TV8 about?
Yes.
And the word that landed was
community.
Community. And I remember Danielle kind of did this motion here, right? This thing here. What does this mean?
Coming together.
Coming together. So, I'm just going to take some notes here, and we're going to have a conversation. So this is something I would do as a leader in a facilitation. So I'm leading this creative collaborative process. We're going to write a song, okay? You're both in the hot seat right now, but we're here together. Now, so we're just going to brainstorm about a few words, and we're going to explore which one kind of resonates the most, which one kind of lands.
Okay.
And we'll start with that. So we said community, we said together. And what's another word or a feeling that comes up when you think about what you here at TV8 are doing, and how you're showing up, whether it be as an organization?
I would say collaboration.
Okay, great. I love it.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay, collaboration.
I'm getting with the alliteration.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love it. The C is the
collaboration. Okay, good. And
I feel like maybe community here, it feels like a safe space to be yourself.
I would say, diversity as well. We bring all kinds of content to really embrace the community. Here.
100%, yes.
So diversity, is there another word we might use to, instead of saying
Elaborate.
diversity?
Like, unique.
So unique, okay. Unique. What about like
variety?
inclusion or
inclusion.
like
inclusion. I like it.
So like it's bring it again together.
Sure.
It's not like
it's Pictionary.
It's
Inclusion.
Yeah, so it's not like together. Only people that I know.
Jump
It's people that I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But I love this diversity. We said including, and you said what was it?
Variety.
Variety.
I
Okay.
absolutely-
Variety.
yes,
Okay. Variety. Okay. So there's a lot of words there. So let's just start with one of these.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to read them off. We've got community, together, collaborate, safe space, diversity, inclusion, or including everyone, and variety. Okay. Which of those words do we want to start with? Which one seems like the most, like at a heart level?
I feel like together because
Okay.
it's really bringing people together in our small community. Which
Okay. So
here we go.
So I know that.
I apologize ahead of time.
I'm same.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
I'm a novice
Sorry.
singer.
So I hear all the time like nobody wants. I can't sing. Like, everybody can sing. I really believe this. And so I recognize that this might be a little bit uncomfortable for you right now.
Right.
I sing for a living. I'm very much at home in this space, but I recognize that for a lot of people, this is, So I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, you can sing. You have a voice, and that matters, and we all want to hear your voice.
I love that.
Okay, so we're going to start by speaking the word together. Kim, I'm going to start with you. If you think about the essence of together, or togetherness, and you think about what is the feeling, what do you want to communicate in that word? How would you say it?
Oh, geez. How would I say the word together?
Mhm.
I think I would basically
Just say it.
just together.
Together.
That's
You had to
it.
move it. Together. Okay. Okay.
They're
Good.
former
good.
dancers.
Okay.
Not even
Okay. Like
all day.
yeah. It needs to have choreography. Okay.
Amazing. The studio was like this, and you're like,
Okay.
yes.
So now here's what we're gonna do. So this is an important concept. When we're writing a song and we're collaborating, we're creating something. It's really important that we acknowledge every contribution. And the way that I do that is, let's say your word again.
Together.
We do the movement.
Together.
Then we say together.
Together.
Okay. So we're gonna mirror what every person does. Okay, Gretchen, let's go to you.
Okay.
When you think about the word together and
Yeah.
what you want to communicate that, how do you say it? Just with the tone of voice and maybe an expression. How would you do that?
I feel like it'd be together, just like feeling that moment,
Okay.
like together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Together.
Together.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I need more.
Okay.
coffee.
So we got
together. Yeah.
Together.
Together.
And you're together. Okay, so let's just take those two things. We're going to incorporate both those. So right now, you see they're both smiling, they're having fun.
100%.
Even though now we're going to take it to the next level. We're actually going to express this in music.
Okay.
Now when we think about the word together, is there a sound to it? It is like an emotion, an energy that, just take a moment to kind of tap into that. Gretchen's already kind of moving a little bit. Okay, she's kind of grooving to something.
I was just thinking about togetherness, like in Hawaii and Maui. My moment of real togetherness was like drum circles and like being on Little Beach, Maui. Like, yes. Yeah.
So yeah, you already hear the drums. Okay, I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if I was to play my guitar, for example, it was like, that's kind of like a very harsh, sharp.
It's like a party sound.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what I would envision or hear in my
A party?
brain.
Yeah.
Like and
I like
something
that.
upbeat a little bit.
Okay.
It brings people together, the love, the energy.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
Yes, and energy is important. Okay, so like we all bring a certain type of energy,
Right.
You know, and so how I show up as a leader, the energy I'm bringing in, I didn't say like, Gretchen.
Oh, no.
How do you stay together?
I get nervous and shrink.
Right, okay, no. I'm inviting you to try something. I'm inviting you to try something, and we're inviting everybody into this space. So let's just play with this word together, okay? And who'd like to go first? Who's feeling brave today?
I would say, let's just start with the the music and Gretchen.
Okay.
Will see
Yes.
what we're doing.
All right, so let's use training wheels. We're going to start by saying the word, okay, like together. Together. That was a movement. Together. So let's do this. Like, how about this? Together. Together. Together.
I love it.
Together. Okay. So and we'll just say that, and then we're gonna put it into like a musical tone.
Okay.
She's singing. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Together.
Together.
Together. With the heart? Together. Okay, good. Okay, how are you feeling right now?
Doing great.
Okay, good. You're doing great. So now we're going to try singing it, okay? So, by the way, how much time do we have?
And Matt, you know, we love you here in Good Morning Vail. I think we're going to have you back. Unfortunately, we ran out of time, but you know what? We have a thing. We have a moment here. We love you. We'll have you back.
I think it's an excellent taste of what you do.
It's together.
And with the clever.
Together. Thank you so much for watching. We'll keep it right here. Together for more Good Morning Vail. Together. Thanks, everyone. Keep it right here for more.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Gretchen Fleshaw. We are so excited. JB Copeland is not in the house. He is on Zoom right now. And we're so excited to have you this morning from Texas. Is that correct, JB?
Yes, I'm from Texas, but I know a couple people that live in Vail.
Oh, you do?
Yes, Chris and Tammy Ramsey. I just wanted to say what's up.
Oh, I love that. I love this so
I'm
much.
in Texas, though.
That is so cool. And JB, I found you obviously on Instagram, which is such an outlet for so many positive and beautiful things. And you, I would dare say, you're the motivational creator, content creator on Instagram. How did this all start? How did you get into this whole world?
Yeah, for me, I walked through some hard times in my life, like we all do.
Yeah.
Dealt with drug addiction, played college football, dealt with drug addiction, had to go to rehab.
Right on.
And through that time, it was actually over a year ago, man, I just reconnected with myself and found me, and
awesome.
Which was a really hard thing. And so I just think that anyone can do that. and you can, you know, have a life that you've always wanted.
I love this so much, and thank you for being so honest and open with us, because I honestly, I went through a domestic violence situation, and it's something that was really hard for me to speak of or about for almost a year, and just starting to really own my truth and be able to speak up and reach out to other people. And I know you're truly, that's why I was so drawn to you and Instagram and, you know, meeting you now virtually, because I think it's such a powerful thing that you're doing this, yes, for yourself, but to truly help others and show other people that this is real life, and it's not easy, and it's messy, and you're showing that you're, I don't know, that you can be a success story. So thank you so much for being so real with us. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. So, okay, I know that I'm a little hyped up, that singing, and it was a lot and amazing, but I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Like, how did you get so, I mean, you're killing it, you're slaying it on Instagram. How did you get so connected and into doing that? And how did you think to inspire others that way? Because you're amazing. I mean, I've shared you multiple times on my Instagram. I go daily to see your content. How did you get into all of that?
Yeah, I think for me, I just wanted to share my story at first. And then I realized that a lot of people were either in my position or, you know, they were dealing with something that I had dealt with or something that looked like what I had dealt with. And so I realized, dang, I thought I was alone in this. I thought I was, you know, the only guy going through what I was going through.
Right.
That's what happens, is you feel like you're alone in your struggles. And so I wanted to just make a place where people could know, hey, this is a place where you can be honest, get real, get vulnerable, you're safe.
Right.
And that we're not going to stay in this, though. There's healing for you, and there's restoration for you. And I think that just comes through, a huge part of that is through community and knowing that we're in this together.
Oh my gosh, like we just sang about, how perfect.
Yeah, we're in this
I
together.
love this, bringing it all together.
Yep. And so I think that's the secret, is that if we can be vulnerable with each other, and if I can be that for people and show them, you know, that, yeah, it might suck right now, but it's going to be okay. It's like, you have hope. There's good things that are coming for you, you know, then we can all go through this together, and we can all get better, and we can live a happy life.
I love that. JB, I know obviously you went through rehab, and that's it's a big step. It's a hard leap, and I'm so grateful and thankful you're here and you're able to share with us, and, you know, meaning here on this earth and also here on Good Morning Vail. What else has been a huge part of your healing process? Because I know for me, it was kind of going and talking to someone and getting that help I needed, but then the next moment of being there and being like, oh, okay, what's next? Through music and through speaking and reaching out to people, what was kind of your healing process like?
So my healing process, obviously, like I said, was going to rehab.
Right.
But when I was there at the very end of it, the thing that really changed me was we had a psychotherapist come in, you know, psychodrama. And at the very end of it, it was like a 2-day process, but at the very end of it, we did inner child healing.
Okay, JB, I have to, sorry, cut you off. This is so serendipitous. The next person that's coming in is literally doing that. I'm not joking. She is, this is what she does for a living. So we're going to be doing this on the, so keep on going. But I had to tell you, very, very meant to be.
It all goes together.
It does. Yeah. I was so sorry to interrupt, but what were you saying?
No worries. Yeah. So she helped us with, you know, inner child healing. And
awesome.
I had this moment with little me, and I realized I had buried little me a long time ago, and it was out of a place of trying to keep him protected. And I just told him, hey, listen, you're back in control. You can laugh at what you want to laugh at. You have permission to be you. And that was the moment that really healed me, because then a few minutes later, I was downstairs and I laughed, and it was like a belly laugh for the first time in a long time. And I was like, okay, little me's back. And so I was healed through inner child healing and laughter.
I love that.
And so it's a lot more simple than people think, but
But that's such a beautiful message, too. I love that you just said that, like the inner child healing and the laughter. Two simplistic things, but they really brought you back to life. Well, JB, you are amazing. We're so grateful for you. And I think we're going to have you back for some more conversations. I'd love to pick your brain. And I want to know what your hat says, too.
It says every other Thursday. And I don't know what that means. It's just.
I thought you were going to be like, it's a cool new band you need to check out or something. No. Thank you so much, JB. You're awesome. So last thing, how can people find you on Instagram?
It's JB_Copeland.
Right on. And we are definitely going to hit you back up. So hopefully you'll want to come back on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys.
And keep it right here for Good Morning Vail because we have our second hour and it's going to be a good one.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All right, let's take a look at that weather. 8 a.m., 45 degrees, a high of 75 and sunny. So gorgeous day to get on out there, enjoy that fall sunshine. 8 a.m., 45 and sunny, 67 sunny, and 74 at 4 p.m. So it's going to be a gorgeous day to go leaf peeping, check out those leaves, and have some fun in the fall sunshine. Eagle 80, Avon 78, Vail 76, Denver, a whopping 86 degrees. I feel like I should not be surprised ever by Denver, but I always am. A low of 39 degrees tonight, clear skies, and winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So gorgeous night to open those windows, let some of that fresh air in, and enjoy. Thursday, 77, Friday, 76, and Saturday, 75. As you can see, the lows are really, I think they're pretty low, 38, 40, and sunny and beautiful skies ahead. Sunny, and sunny Sunday. It's going to be partly cloudy and 71, and then Monday, 69 degrees, mostly sunny. So I think it is a great week and weekend to go look at some of those leaves. I am all about this. I am super into the leaves. The changing colors of the leaves.
Well, the fun phrase, leaf peeping.
Yes, I know, which one of our cameramen is not so fond of, but I feel like I like saying leaf peeping. It's just my thing.
Well, it's a very Coloradan thing, I think.
It is I know. Now I'm like, oh man, no more leaf peeping. Now I'm going to say leaf peeping.
No, it's a great term. You only get to say it for about 10 to 20 days because then it's gone. And then we head into shoulder season and snow.
Yes. Well, so I've been saying that a lot on the radio. I'm like, right now you got to look at the leaves because pretty soon I'm going to be talking about the snow, which I have the countdown going. I'm ready.
It is happening.
How are you doing this Wednesday?
What day is it? Wednesday. I feel like I'm really getting in touch with pieces of my soul that I haven't been.
Community.
Based on these past two guests. I know we've got a really exciting guest that's going to continue that.
Casey, one of my favorite human beings, and she is just such a special soul, and she's going to bring kind of the healing energy back into our lives. So I'm really excited about this as well.
It's just absolutely going to be a very fun second hour of Good Morning Vail. The energy is high.
Oh,
I know.
feel
We're just excited here. So lots happening. Definitely stay tuned for the second half of our show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Purchase an access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides one full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. What an amazing morning we are having. And now I have one of the most beautiful human beings next to me, my dear friend Casey. And is it Pico?
Pico.
I love that. I've always say see Casey go, so I never even say your last.
Sure.
Because you embody all of this. See Casey go. You do everything.
Yes.
And
yes.
The neat thing about Casey is we met with all things beauty, hair, makeup, as well as spray tans. As you know, I love a good spray tan. But the thing we really vibed on is now what you're doing, the hypnosis part, the energy part, and all things just feeling good and beautiful from the inside out. And I know that you and I both just vibe on that hippie soul. And
Yes, the integrative everything, mind, body, spirit.
And I love, because look how calm she is, and I've just been like, ooh, coffee going for a person. Now I'm like, okay, I can breathe again. So
Right? Good.
this hypnosis, I want to hear all things, because it's neurohypnosis. What is it?
Neuroscope. Well, it's about
Neurosculpt?
changing your thoughts, changing your brain. So if we're stuck in a pattern of intrusive thoughts, or I
Right.
can't do this, or life is hard, or it's hard because you say it's hard. Why is it so hard to find a guy? Because you say it's so hard to find a guy. Why is it so hard to pay my bill? Because you say it's so hard. So we can change those thoughts and patterns.
Right. Just by being positive? Or?
No.
Okay.
Being positive helps, of course.
Right.
But there's got to be more to it, because if you're telling yourself affirmations that you don't actually believe, then
What's the
it's
point?
another layer of this isn't real.
Right.
Right. So with hypnosis, I can help people go in and change that story that's really running the show.
Okay.
Because the story is unbeknownst to us, that's subconscious. So if we're trying to think our way out of a problem, we've been thinking about it, or going to a therapist for 20 years, talking about it, grinding it deeper and deeper into the subconscious.
Right.
If you could think of your way out of it, you'd have thought your way out of it by now.
100%, yes.
If you could beat yourself up into losing the weight, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, if beating yourself up worked, it would have worked by now.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
So it's the story that's just running everything in the background that we're not even aware of. And
So
it
it's like
could
the
be
internal chatter almost, like that.
partly, or not even a chatter. You don't even hear it.
Wow.
It just, there's something happened maybe as a child that told you, oh, when I get big, I can eat anything I want. When I get big, I'll be able to do whatever.
Right.
And then people get big, and thinking that adult is really what they meant, but their story in their head is when I get big, and then they can't get small.
And they're manifesting that almost.
They don't even know it.
And you know, it's so interesting. Our last guest, JB Copeland,
He was darling.
Amazing. And he was speaking about that inner child, which is so powerful that you're now here. You know, I believe in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The energy about all of this is, and do you
Yes.
see how calm
Totally.
your presence?
You're so sweet.
No, I'm not sweet. I'm honest.
You know, that's the thing. So post-pandemic, we learned that it's even more effective on Zoom because the energy is quantum.
Okay.
Right? And the person is just listening to the sound of my voice going through the journey on an earbud. They don't have to worry about getting in the car, snowy roads, finding a parking spot. And a lot of my clients have issues with sleep.
Right.
So I don't even count them up. I just leave them on their couch, on their bed, wherever they are in their home.
Wow.
And they just drift away. And then we talk the next week.
Oh, I love
Some clients, celebrities, I have
Yeah.
never seen their face. I've heard them on the phone. We just do phone.
Wow.
And never even spoke, on FaceTime even.
So that's a great question because I really was thinking about this because I know you are someone that really, nice. I just noticed your glittery nails as well. I'm like, you're glittery through and through. You are someone that is so in tune with other human beings and you feel people's energy. Can you feel that through just speaking with someone and through a face of seeing?
Without even seeing them. You can
So that's
pick
what you're
up
saying.
Yeah,
So you
the
can
energy is quantum.
Okay.
So like when I'm working with someone and I know that they've got a lot of trauma, I sort of envision, I take my heart out and I share it with them like, come, join me.
I love that.
Right? And so it just falls away. Wow. And so they're able to just crack open and we get to whatever the issue is. Because the issue they come in for is never the issue.
So do you feel like Zoom almost is more powerful in a way? Like that's what
I do
you're saying?
because people
Right.
don't have to worry about if they can be in their pajamas. They can be in their
100%.
bathrobe, whatever they're comfortable in. And a lot of people, there's so much stress in the world right now. We don't know what's happening with the war, with the stock market, with the election. Kids are going off. A lot of my clients are parents of kids going off to college.
I thought that
they
was
are
so
not
interesting.
sleeping because
Yes.
there's fentanyl everywhere.
Right.
There's so much can go wrong, and so we catastrophize. Like, oh
Right.
my God, what if this happened? What if that happened?
It's that rabbit hole going down, down, down.
And we know that 90% of the things we worry about don't ever happen.
Right.
But we also know that 90% of doctors' visits are stress related. Missing work is stress related because people are just overwhelmed.
It's true.
And it's the thoughts we think and we tell ourselves. And a belief is just something we've thought enough times and we believe it.
Yes.
It could be a lie
Right.
that we've told 100,000 times, but we
Yes.
believe it.
It is true. Because when you hear it over and over, even in your own head, you do start to believe it. That's
Oh,
very
yeah.
powerful.
Absolutely.
Why is it the most simplistic things I've seen as I get older are the most powerful, moving moments?
Because they're true.
Right?
Because they're true. Or we just know. You have a sense that this is true.
Right. That's, Casey. Okay. So I'm excited. So this hypnosis, is it hypnotic therapy? How do we exactly define
Hypnosis and coaching. So it's when your eyes are closed, all of your other senses are heightened.
Right.
So it's a focus of the other senses.
Okay.
Right. So if you go out in the dark with your dog and you're like, what was that noise? Was that a bear? Was that a mountain lion? Right. When you're here. When you go into a dark room, you hear little things that if the lights were on, you wouldn't look for.
Truth.
Right. So all of your other senses are heightened when your eyes are closed. So you're just going through a journey. I'm talking people through whatever the journey is for their issue, and they just are able to envision things. And I say, hear what I tell you to hear, see what I tell you you can see, feel what I say you can feel, and this is your reality right now. And so it's amazing the things that come up. And the things that come up for people, if it weren't ready to be exposed and processed, it wouldn't come up.
Okay.
Like
That's
if someone
good to know,
comes in
yeah.
and says, I want to lose weight. Well, it's not really about the weight. They're not sleeping. They're angry at work. They're resentful of their boss or their husband or their spouse or their kids. So
you have to dive into all of that
Yes.
to get to the piece there.
Yes.
Okay. You have such a calming presence. I feel like I could take a nap. And when you sat on the
Come on,
couch
kid.
before, I was so hyped up, coffee and all this energy. And now I'm like,
I love that. I hear that a lot.
100%. Can you tell the difference?
Yes,
I'm
totally.
like, I can breathe again.
Totally.
Casey, so how do these phone calls, Zoom, video calls, how do they go? How do we walk
So I'm
through
going
this?
so I work with a lot of athletes,
Yes.
millionaire mindset clients one-on-one.
Right.
But I wanted to offer something to the community that's affordable,
right,
easily accessed. They can do it in the comfort of their home, and a way lower price than my regular rates, and
Okay.
way lower than you would normally see hypnosis.
Right.
So the month of October, so we have a full moon coming up Friday morning, and it's the last super moon. It's the harvest moon.
Oh, yes, this Friday. You're correct.
Right?
I totally, October
Uh-huh.
1st. No, that's Sunday.
29th.
29th, okay.
Yep. So people can join this Zoom. It'll
Okay.
be every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
Okay.
So the Wednesdays through October, and each week we'll focus on a different topic.
How
But it's all
cool.
about calming, stress, relief. So sleep, drinking more water, nutrition, movement.
What we can all do.
Integrative.
Yeah, what we all
right?
need.
Yes, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's every Wednesday.
Correct.
Okay.
In October.
In October, perfect.
So the rate is $300 for the month
that's
for the series.
Wow.
And people can join and prepay for all, or they can join a week at a time for $100 a week.
Okay.
And so really it's for parents. I want this to get into the kids' hands.
Right.
But the kids are like, So if parents can learn these techniques of self-hypnosis, they can teach it to their kids. And if the kids, sometimes kids are like, yeah, you don't know what to do.
Right.
Just send them to me and I'll work. Right.
Send your kids my way. We got that.
Yeah, because sometimes it's about unlocking the thing that makes the difference for everything.
Right.
Right? And we don't always know what the thing is. We think we know.
Oh,
We think
that's
it's this situation that happened, but we don't really know.
It can be so much deeper and so much to go.
And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just one thing,
Surface.
and the whole house of cards collapses, and the trajectory is different from now on.
Wow. Okay.
It's pretty
Ooh, and
amazing.
I heard that we might be doing a little.
We're going to do a demonstration. if
Okay,
you'd
I'm
like.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this. Should we do it? Should
You
we
want
do
to?
it? Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
So, would you like to try some hypnosis this morning?
I would love to.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so I want you to focus on your hand.
Okay.
Just stare at the lines in your hand. Focus on those lines. And notice if those lines make up any numbers or any letters. Just focus on those lines. And I'm going to release your hand, and you'll just stare at your hand.
Okay.
And you'll notice that in this hand, it's almost like there's a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's almost a magnet on your head. So you'll notice as you're staring at those lines, nothing else matters. This is all there is. Nobody needs anything right now. Nobody wants anything right now. This is just a moment for you. And this will just take a minute, maybe 2 minutes, as you focus on those hands. And you notice that magnet in your hand and that magnet on your head are starting to pull together. And you can't even help it because magnets are very powerful, right? So as that hand moves closer to your head, you don't know if it's the head moving closer to the hand or the hand moving closer to the head, just focusing on those lines. And eventually that hand will touch your forehead. And as it touches your forehead, you will go into the most profound, deep, relaxing, peaceful place that you've ever noticed before. And the hand's moving closer and closer to the head. And you'll notice that magnet just pulling, 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 pulling. And there's a magnet on your head. And as those hands pull closer, closer together, as your hand touches your head, you'll go into a beautiful, deep, deep trance. As it touches your head, your eyes will close, and you'll feel this profound sense of peace and relaxation. That's right. Good. Now I want you to soak that in. Just let that profound depth of relaxation just double, triple, feel it throughout your body. Beautiful. And you'll notice as you go deeper and deeper relaxed that your hand is now stuck to your forehead. And the deeper relaxed you go, the more stuck it is. And you can try and release your hand, but the harder you try it, the deeper you go. And why would you want to release this beautiful, peaceful, wonderful feeling, right? And as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation, in a moment I will snap my fingers and your hand will drop gently down to your lap. And as it drops down, you'll go even deeper into trance. Now, and the hand drops gently down to your lap. And just notice in this beautiful space of relaxation and comfort, is there a color that comes to mind? Is there a beautiful color that you see? And you can say it out loud or you can keep it to yourself. Whatever
Purple.
you're comfortable with. Beautiful. Good. And notice, is there a texture that comes with this beautiful place?
A square.
Of relaxation. Okay. Okay, good, good. So I want you to remember these things. And then notice, do you hear anything in this beautiful place of relaxation?
Kind of waves.
Awesome. So maybe you're at the beach and the waves are lapping and just cleansing away any stress or tension. Awesome. And do you hear anything?
Just kind of a breeze, like a very slight humming kind of sound. Breeze.
Wonderful. Good, good. Awesome. So you're going to remember these things, these colors, this texture, the way it feels. Beautiful. And when you wake up in 1 minute, I will count you up from 1 to 5, and you'll be full conscious, fully awake. And you'll remember this beautiful sense of peace and relaxation. You can tap into this anytime you want. And as you come up, you'll come from 1, taking a deep breath in, and 2, coming back into the room, 3, remembering that you have all the things that you need inside of you, 4, 5, eyes open wide awake, feeling better than ever.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh, oh, wow. Casey, you're
So
amazing.
those textures, that color, if you have something that you're worried about going into, or if you're painting your office,
yes,
you'll know that purple is the color you want to paint your office, because that's your color that represents peace.
Wow.
and calm, right? And maybe you'll have squares, maybe it'll be designer things, or a couch, or a line, or a rug.
That was,
Right?
I have to say, when I opened my eyes, everything was brighter and more
Colors are
calm.
different, right?
We are going to have you back on, because we have a lot more to talk about.
There's so much that goes into this. It's just fascinating.
And Casey, can you let us know where to find you real quick? Yeah.
So I'm working on a brand new website.
Okay.
It's called Neurosculpt Hypnosis. And you can reach me at 970-390-3375. Anyone who wants to join this October month of workshops.
Every
I'm
Wednesday.
going to teach a self-hypnosis. We'll work on a certain technique, and you can go back and teach it to your family and friends. It's really, really just juicy and cozy, and it makes...
You made a believer out of me. I'm Casey.
It's a good way to go into fall.
All right, we are going to have you back because we ran out of time, unfortunately, but thank you, Casey.
My pleasure.
And keep it right here. So relax for more. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey there, on Good Day Vail, I am so thrilled to be talking about TEDx Vail. And if you don't know much about TED or TEDx, it is an episode that you need to watch. And it's all about helping spread fabulous ideas and creating behavior change that it really can have a humanitarian aspect. So stay tuned and watch our episode today on Good Day Vail.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that. Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. It's Kimberly with the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at today's weather. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day today. It'll be a high of 75. Right now we're at 45 degrees. Definitely a little bit windy. As you can see, it's going to be a gorgeous one. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. Today, noon, 67 degrees and sunny. 4 p.m., 74. So those sweaters may be out right now in the morning, but you're going to be in a t-shirt by the afternoon. 63 degrees and clear for tonight. Gorgeous moon coming out across that I-70 corridor. Denver, 86, 76 in Vail, 80 in Eagle, 78 in Avon. So just gorgeous day, sunny day, like we always love here in the mountains. Let's take a look at tonight. Low of 39. So not as cold as it has been, but we're definitely heading into those 30-degree nights now. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. Sunset a little bit earlier, 6:56 p.m. It's going to be a gorgeous 5 days as we head into the weekend. Thursday, sunny, 77, low of 38. Friday, just about the same, a little bit cooler, 76 for the high, but warmer at night, high for the 40 at night. Saturday, mostly sunny, a little bit of cloud coverage, 75 degrees and 40, partially cloudy on Sunday, 20% chance of potential precipitation, 71 degrees for the high, 36 for the low, and then Monday, getting chillier as we head into next week and as we head into the month of October. 20% chance of precipitation, some cloud coverage, but mostly sunny, 69 degrees and 34. So stunning weather as we head into the weekend. Lots of beautiful things happening. But the most exciting piece is we've got a brand new segment featuring hobbies. And if you don't have a hobby and you want one, you should check this out. They're doing glass blowing and making drinking vessels. So stay tuned. Very interesting. You're going to want to watch.
I'm Ben Belgrad, and this is Bat Country Studios and the home of Drinking Vessels. We are a glass blowing studio located here in Minturn, which is a marketplace and a brokerage for between 50 and 100 artists creating handmade drinkware like you've never seen before. So Stan works here at the studio and is one of the contributing artists to that platform. I am also an artist creating some of the drinkware for that platform, and I also explore other mediums of art here at the studio.
And my name is Stanton Morris. I teach a lot of the classes, so does Ben. You guys need to come on down and check it out. It's a collective group of people that come into this place that make it so special. This place isn't just like Ben built it, but it's not just necessarily say just for him or just for me. This really has become like a community area where some of the best in the world walk in here to work in this studio. It's one of the things that I feel makes it so special. I'm surrounded by amazing talent all the time. New creations, new innovations that people are coming up with. It's really fun because we're right on the cutting edge, forefront of it, getting to see it all happen right here in Bat Country Studios.
When I was in college, I found some artists who blow glass, and they let me come over to their studio and showed me how to get my hands wet and melt some things and turn on a torch. And I was pretty much instantaneously hooked, and that was 13 years ago. And here I am, 13 years later, still doing the same thing and still exploring the medium, and it's kind of this endless journey of learning.
I think glass blowing grabbed my interest at a very young age. I was at Six Flags over Texas in Houston, and I remember seeing somebody making the swans and filling them with purple water. And it instantly grabbed my attention as a child. What started off as a hobby, I ended up going to Penland School of Arts in North Carolina and graduating there, and pursuing it as a career and loving every minute of it.
So here at Bat Country Studios, we specialize in borosilicate flame working. This is a type of glass blowing that involves taking cold pieces of glass or pre-warming them in a kiln and then melting them in a flame created by a torch, combining propane and oxygen. This is different than what most people are familiar with, or soft glass, which is like studio furnace work. Most people have seen the big metal pole that people are rolling and dipping into a furnace. And so what we do here is different than that on kind of a technical level, but it's similar in that it's still glass blowing and it still has a lot of the same tools and a lot of the same techniques.
It's one of the things that's most different about what we do is we work on a much smaller scale. And we bring that small scale together so that we create a larger scale. and what we do using multiple different pieces.
Working with glass is really unlike any other medium. It moves differently. It's both a solid and a liquid. You have this limited sense of time and urgency when you're working with the material. You also have to be very delicate and understanding of what it's going to react to and how you can move it. So there's so much going on at once, it kind of turns off the brain from other distractions and allows you to really just focus on what's immediately in front of you, at least for me. And that's something that we love to share through these classes and getting people to experience, putting their hands in the fire. If you're interested in taking a class with us here at Bat Country Studios, we are offering individual and group classes. We're still working on building that out on the website as far as signups. So email us at info@drinkingvessels.com or jump over to the website drinkingvessels.com to get in touch with us, and we'll get you on the schedule for a class.
And also remember that you guys can come as a group. Groups are a lot of fun. It gives everybody a chance to see what it's like, laugh, take some pictures. So if you're in the Vail Valley and you're kind of always asking what to do, we don't just ski and snowboard here. We do have other activities or mountain biking, but take 2 hours out of your day. Come do something different. If you're in Vail, come, take a class, walk away with an experience that you'll never forget.
And when people come by for a class, they can expect to spend about 2 hours working with Stan or myself. The beginning is going to be an orientation with these torches, with these pieces of equipment, with safety, and how to really be mindful of what's around you in a space like this. And in some of the classes, we're working on introductory projects, maybe a pendant or a marble, maybe an icicle ornament, something you can take home the next day after the piece has cooled in the kiln.
Then we're going to put the glass in your hands, and we're going to kind of like stand right on your shoulders, and we're going to show you how it works and give everybody a chance to make it. This is going to be an icicle ornament. You can hang it all summer long, or you can put it on your Christmas tree. This is a really quick, good introductory. Just going to start with a 1/2-inch piece of Pyrex rod, just a piece of clear. We're going to get that part kind of warm, and as things begin to move, I'm going to begin pushing in with my hands. And as I'm pushing in from each side, you can see how the glass starts to become pliable and bend with me. And as I push in with it, it's going to come together. And I keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, until I get what's called a Maria. And this is the start for our icicle ornament right here. We're going to put 4 stripes of color just below the Maria that we created. All I did was put 4 stripes on it right there. And we'll give it one more little decoration piece here if you want to go around, and this is an option for when you're in the class. We'll see the red start to come back to us and color in for us. So now we got a basic icicle ornament. We're going to give it a little neck loop. It's got to have a place to hang from. Right there, we've got a pretty much an icicle ornament. And this is one of the projects that we'll create with our classes in here. And like I said, it's something that you can take home with you and you can enjoy for years to come.
One of the things about my artwork that I'm working on and attempting is to try and create things that have never been seen before and that other people are not making. And that was very, very challenging for me prior to having this space where when an idea comes into my head now, I can drive here at 2 in the morning or I'm here all day on a normal day. And we have the resources around here, not just for glassblowing, but for painting projects, for other art projects. We have photo and video work happening here from the team, and it's just this ongoing collaboration that to me is really inspirational and motivating for me to create my work.
Being a glass artist, it completely fuels my spirit. It's the creativity part of it. Like I said, once again, the freedom of it it's unbelievable. Just being able to come in and have an idea and actually manifest that idea into something that I can hold and that somebody else can enjoy, I feel like really is one of the things about glass that is it drives a lot of us to keep doing what we're doing.
So we are located at 1040 Main Street in Minturn in the Jerry Sibley Plumbing Building. We have one of the garage stalls over here. And you can see our work at drinkingvessels.com. We have all of the work available here by appointment only. So if you want to schedule a time to come browse our selection, that's also an option. If you take a class, you'll get to see everything that we have in the office from all of these artists that we've had out here. To be honest, just shoot us a message, reach out through the website, drinkingvessels.com. You can get in touch with us about scheduling an appointment or a class and come to see the studio. We don't really have a set of hours, but we're happy to accommodate most anything that works.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Spooky and Scott Show, we are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now we have such an electric energy here in the studio today, and I love that because our next guest really emulates that as well. She is part of the Colorado Snow Sports Museum and Hall of Fame. Ashley Carter joining me today on the couch. How are you, Ashley?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again.
I love your energy. It's infectious, but I think that really attests to your passion for what you do at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. So lots of things happening. You know, we had you on here last time, and you have a lot of different events that are coming up as we head into October. So I'd love to tell us about the Chris Anthony film and what it'll be doing for you all.
Right, yeah. So Chris Anthony has his documentary, Mission Mount Mangart. He has been screening it all over the country, everywhere around, and he's partnering with the museum on October 13th at Vail Mountain School. We're actually going to show it. And all the proceeds are going to benefit the museum, which is fantastic. Tickets are only $20.
It is about the 10th mountain. It's about after the war ended and they wanted to go celebrate, they went and hiked this mountain and had a ski race. And he basically recreates it, and it's fantastic. If you like documentaries, I highly recommend.
Well, I think it's awesome because the 10th Mountain Division, a lot of the former members of that started Vail and got our community off the ground. So absolutely worth seeing. And you know, Chris lives here in the community, so it's just, you have to go see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And before you go see it, if you want, at the museum every day we play the documentary Climb to Glory, which is about the 10th mountain as well, and kind of the start of Vail and their contribution to ski resorts and how basically they wouldn't really exist without those guys coming back and being so passionate.
So we're kind of in the season right now. So to get into the museum, tell me about that logistically. You know, what are your operating hours? Do you have to pay an entrance fee?
No, we are complimentary. It's one of the few free things you'll find in Vail. We're currently open every day. We open at 10 a.m. Monday through Wednesdays at the moment. We close at 5, but we're open till 6 every other day. And they're free. We do have 2 more history walking tours for Vail.
Okay.
We have one tomorrow, Thursday, and then one more on Tuesday. And then we'll take a break. Those are $10 a person, about an hour in length, and you will learn about Vail from before anything was here up until now to the resort that it's turned into. But the museum itself, self-guided, open every single day, and you can come learn about anything and everything and get really excited for ski season coming up.
And you know what I love about the museum? It's not just Vail history. It's all of Colorado snow sports.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
really exciting stuff.
We have some focus on Vail because we are in Vail.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we have skiing through time. You can see the boots and bindings and skis from when it first started up until what it looks like now. We have a great exhibit on like the evolution of snowboarding. We do actually have the snowboard from the James Bond movie A View to a Kill on display as well. It's the actual board used in the movie, which is really cool.
Well, I'm an avid snowboarder, so I will be checking out that snowboard. I think, and I love James Bond, so
there you go.
Pretty freaking cool. So I'd love to talk a little bit about other things that you have on display. So you are a Colorado museum, so you've got what I think is really cool. You've got a map of the hidden and lost ski resorts.
We do.
How did you, tell me about that, and how did you curate that kind of display?
Well, I did none of the curating. I've been lucky enough to join the team, but our curator, Dana, she is an amazing human being that is so passionate for it. It just took a lot of time, a lot of research, a lot of partnerships with resorts, getting in what info we could. So yeah, it's an interactive screen. So you can look at current resorts and lost resorts, and whatever information we have on them, it's on there, and it's all digitized. So you can look at old maps, you can look at photos, you can kind of read some of the story.
I love that.
Yeah.
So Dana, she's a curator. So do you have anything that you are anticipating for next season, or what has she worked on, and how does she keep things fresh and relevant for you?
Right. We get offered donations all the time. I will say that. We have a warehouse in Wheat Ridge that's, I think, like 2,000 square feet full of things.
Cool.
Right now, we're actually working on digitizing some letters from home. I think we're trying to aim for like Veterans Day of opening that. And what that'll allow people to do is actually look through and read letters and see photos from actual 10th Mountain soldiers.
Oh, wow.
So we have them on display, but you can't flip through those books. And we're working on digitizing those to be able to get you way more connected to the real life experience that those soldiers had.
I think it just gives you a very personal aspect of history, and that's so cool. I love
It's
that.
incredibly neat. It makes it a little more real. And honestly, if you go watch all those documentaries, you are going to appreciate the ski world in such a different way.
So speaking of the ski world, we have a hometown favorite. She is a world champion, Michaela Schifrin.
Yes.
I know that you have some of her, I guess you could say, trophies and skis and all of that. So tell me a little bit about that. I know she just did a Q&A at the Westin last night. So
she did.
We love how involved in the community she is.
So back in April when we did her welcome home from her best winning season ever to be the most winning alpine skier in history, they presented her with all these different skis and she signed them all, and we were given one to put on display that says, greatest of all time, signed by Michaela. And that is in display in our Olympic and world race little exhibit there, and you can see it in person. And she really is the greatest of all time, and we're so lucky. She also, during our Hall of Fame induction, we give away annual awards. So not surprising, for the past 10 years, she has won the Competitor of the Year for Colorado. So we actually just renamed it in honor of her, of the Michaela Schifrin award.
That's great.
Yeah.
What a cool thing to have named after you. So the Hall of Fame, how do you get inducted? How do you consider, because it's not just athletes, it's people that are just really integral and leave a huge impact in in Colorado. So tell me about it.
Absolutely. So you can actually pop on our website, go to the Hall of Fame section. There's a spot there where you can nominate anyone you would like. It is a little bit of a process. You have to put in a packet. And then there's a Hall of Fame committee, the voting committee, all of that. Us as staff there, we can't nominate and vote, so we're not biased.
Okay.
We just get to be there for that induction. And then each year we induct usually about 5 people. We did that back on August 27th, and we inducted 3 women out of our 5 people in the class, which was amazing. And you can check out all their info in our Hall of Fame exhibit. We have everything digitized. You can watch their videos, read everything about them. And I highly recommend you need to go learn about Hillary Nelson if you don't know who she is.
Okay.
She just got inducted.
That's amazing. So when you do the induction ceremony, like what goes behind that? Tell me about the planning, the lead up to it, as much as you want. Maybe
it's quite a process. It's awesome. It's just something we really want to celebrate. It is, our biggest fundraiser, but it's really a celebration of what these people do. They are, like you said, they're not just athletes. They're pioneers. They're sport builders. It's all these things. I don't know if you've ever heard of Cheryl Jensen. She's a local. She just got inducted because of her involvement in Vail Veterans. It's a whole process. People nominate, they vote, we bring them in, we tell them when the event is, we have to plan the whole thing, and we do it at the Ford Amphitheater. And it's just a huge celebration of everything.
It's a big party and
a
celebration of accomplishments and all of the fun things.
Absolutely.
That people have done.
And
so do you have a favorite? Am I allowed to ask you that question?
You can ask me. I have a hard time.
Somebody that has a
I have
most
hard
unique
time
story.
picking favorites in general. I will say Hillary Nelson is one of the most accomplished, if not the most accomplished, female alpine skier and mountaineer, and also she was such an activist. I am very inspired by her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of interesting people to check out that are local to Colorado and local to the Vail Valley, and just everything that you do. It's so cool. I love the energy that you bring. You through yoga and parties and history, and it's just a great place to be.
Yeah, it's a museum, but it's snow sports. It should be fun.
Yeah, which is the best in my opinion. So where can we go for more information?
You can go to snowsportsmuseum.org. That's going to be our website. You can find us on Instagram under Colorado Snow Sports. I think we have a TikTok, all sorts of fun things. But the website's super easy. Give us a call. Just come check us out. We're in the Transportation Center at Vail Village.
Awesome. Well, I expect to see you doing your TikTok dance in the middle of the 10th Mountain Division display. But,
all right.
Ashley, great to see you. Thanks for coming on the show again.
Of
We
course.
love having you here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So we are coming up to the close of our show. It has been quite an exciting Wednesday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. It's the last Wednesday, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, who doesn't love a fuzzy little animal, and who also doesn't love yoga? If you don't, we have to have a conversation. Avisha checked out the latest and greatest goat yoga, so let's have a look at this Vail Vibes episode.
Come on.
Hello everyone, welcome to Vail Vibes. This is your guide to all the good vibes here in Vail and beyond. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and today we've got a lot to feel good about because we've got some cuddly creatures to play with here at the Vail Stables. Baby goats tend to bring out smiles from everyone around them, and Vail Stables understands that. Their goat yoga, or goga, classes draw people from all over the country.
From Salt Lake City, Utah. Absolutely loved it. Just so fun, you know, getting centered out with nature. And then of course the goats just continuously reminding you whether you want it or not with their little sounds and coming up for pets. Just so peaceful and lovely.
We're from Kansas City.
And what made you want to try goat yoga?
I guess we've always wanted to do it.
I love baby goats and I love yoga.
Yeah,
So
she loves anything baby.
Holly Beavers has been teaching goat yoga for 7 years.
Goats are just silly, loving, amazing creatures. I feel like they bring out joy, and they also bring out peace and calm, and that's something that is really related to my nature and what I believe yoga is.
She says more people should try it, no matter what their experience level is.
It is for you, whether you've done yoga before, whether you've ever been around goats before. It is for each and every person.
So fun.
It's something that brings tranquility and fun and laughter and giggles and all the things that I think the world really needs more of.
And if you want the goats without the yoga, there's goat happy hour too.
It's really a time for families, friends, bachelorette parties, anyone to come up here and enjoy a beautiful view of Vail Mountain with 20 baby goats. They add a little bit of craziness to the mix. But we also have Colorado beers, cocktails, wines. You can really enjoy whatever you'd like, kind of build your own adventure. And we sell goat treats and horse treats as well. So it's kind of just outdoor happy hour time. Have some drinks if you want, but you're kind of here for the goats.
Olivia was raised at these stables, owned by her mother.
It was a wonderful childhood. Lots of lessons. You learn what hard work is pretty quickly when you have 50 horses, 20 goats.
She says the Nigerian dwarf goats are so adorable they give everyone a mood boost.
They are smaller breeds of goats, making them a little easier to get used to. But they're super fun, goofy animals. They're headbutting each other, jumping around, they're flipping around. They can also be super cuddly. So some of the little guys will sit on your lap and you can pet them and scratch them and they feel like a little cat in your lap. But then they'll be running around crazy, you know, going after the treats. Very cute. They're pretty adorable. We have little bandanas on all of them. Some have little bow ties, so.
Let's face it, goats are the greatest of all time. And we could all use a little love, light, and laughter in our lives. Check out vailstables.com for more info.
Good morning, Vail.
Spooky and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, you know we can't leave you without giving you the weather report. We've got some exciting weather happening in the valley today. As you can see, high of 75, 45 degrees at about 8 a.m. this morning. So it's going to be a beautiful, sunshiny one. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. So definitely breezy, beautiful day today. Noon, it'll be about 67, sunny all day long. Again, high for the 74 today, and then 63 tonight at 8 o'clock. As you move across into the I-70 corridor, you're heading into Denver for some reason. Still going to be warm there. Bring your t-shirt. It's 86 degrees for the high. Vail 76, Eagle 80, Avon 78. Sunshine all across the board. Just stunning, and what we are known for here. It is going to get a little bit chilly tonight, though. 39 degrees, just under that 40-degree mark. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. Sunset at 6:56 p.m. So we are definitely heading into hibernation season. Tomorrow, sunny 77, low of 38. Friday, 76, a little bit cooler than Thursday, but warmer at night, high of 40. Saturday and Sunday, cloud coverage. Mostly sunny, but partially cloudy. 75 for the high on Saturday, low of 40. And then Sunday, 20% chance of precipitation. 71 degrees for the high, 36 for the low. And then Monday, October 2nd, 20% chance of precipitation, high of 69, mostly sunny, a little bit of cloud coverage, and 34 degrees as we head into October.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here. I love it. All things fall.
I cannot believe that this is the last weekend of September. Where did the summer go? Where did the month of September go?
So we're going into October, this Wellness Wednesday. It truly was. That was amazing. And I'm feeling good going into October.
Yeah,
I'm feeling amazing.
It's time. And, you know, there's the Oktoberfest,
Yes.
which is coming up.
So
that's
cool.
Lots of really cool things.
Yes.
And I think today's show is
amazing,
energetic.
Oh my gosh.
And invigorating and inspiring.
Community.
And calming.
I
Very
love it.
communal. It was a great show today. so.
Absolutely amazing. We love everyone here in Vail. Our community is the best.
It really is, and I think we rounded it out with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Ashley Carter, we love having her on the show.
Love her, yes.
She has so many exciting things to tell us about that are happening here in the community. So it's been a great one, as always. Women's Wellness Wednesday.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.